Hello and welcome back to another edition of Smackdown Out of 10 right here on the Wrestle Debate. A big show today. We're just 8 days away from the Royal Rumble now at time of recording, so things are really heating up. We've got some big matches today and we've even got an obstacle course. So yeah, it should be a good one, hopefully. So let's get straight into it. Roman Reigns kicked off Smackdown with Paul Heyman and said that we're not going to see Kevin Owens tonight because Roman said so. He said that Adam Pearce's plan was great, but unlike him, Roman never missed an appearance. Adam Pearce came out and said the situation was out of control. Roman was not happy that Adam was giving opportunities to Kevin, so he said that Adam Pearce and Paul Heyman should have a match later, and then they agreed. It was very random. But moving on, Sami Zayn handcuffed himself to the barricades as part of his protest before he got the Oscar v Charlotte versus the Riot Squad. Charlotte and Riot kicked us off and Flair had control early on before Oscar was tagged in. Charlotte attacked Billie Kay from the apron before Liv came to the rescue and took her out. After a break on SmackDown, Liv was tagged in and the Riot Squad managed to take down Charlotte in the corner to gain control. Oscar eventually hit the code breaker and Charlotte tagged in to hit natural selection for the win. I'm going to give this 6.25 out of 10. Billie Kay's out of the Riot Squad now, which is good. I think it just gives them a bit more serious, and hopefully Oscar and Charlotte can kind of just get back together and become tag team champions again. Next up on SmackDown, Daniel Bryan was out talking about how thrilling the Royal Rumble was. Cesaro came out and he challenged him to the match, but Cesaro said no. He instead made an open challenge and it was answered by Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler went for a sleeper hold before the bell, before Cesaro did swing before being hit with a zigzag for a near fall. Ziggler was looking for a famouser, but Cesaro came in with a neutraliser for the quick win. I'm going to give it 6.5 out of 10. Who cares? Dolph Ziggler's been buried. Just keep pushing Cesaro. Next up on SmackDown, we saw Sasha Banks against Reginald. Reggie handed Sasha a rose before the match, but Sasha wasn't having any of it. And basically she just dominated. Sasha planted her to the outside. Reggie went for a powerbomb, but Sasha reversed it. And then Sasha sent Reggie outside and hit a meteor off the apron. Back in the ring, Sasha hit a bank stabber and a back statement for the win. I'm going to do 6 out of 10. Now Carmella's got a shot at the Royal Rumble. Can we just make sure that's it now, please? I'm getting a bit bored of this. But anyway, next up we got Big E versus Apollo Crews after Roman Reigns insisted Paul Heyman must compete later. Apollo took control with a huge sequence of moves early on, and he looked really impressive before Sami Zayn uncuffed himself, yes he was there all that time. In the middle of the match, it was a really decent match as well, and hit the cleaver kick on Crews and Big E. Couldn't you have done this after the match? I was getting really into this match. Oh well, hopefully we get it at a later date. Imagine even at the Royal Rumble, that would just be an incredible stage for the two to have a match on. But anyway, next up, it was the obstacle course, for crying out loud. Yeah. Bayley came out and said Michael Cole off and explained how the course works before starting her run. Bayley had little trouble flipping the tyre. She went for the basketball, the final challenge, and finished the course in 1:12 after a run. Bayley was asked if she could reset. Bianca then breezed through it, doing it in a lot shorter time to get the win. Bayley was furious and attacked Belair. Pretty much everything you expected from this. On SmackDown, King Corbin took on Dominik. Dominik took Corbin to the corner early on and managed to send him to the outside before Corbin came back in with a big clothesline. Corbin blocked a 619 and hit a huge strike, taking down the rookie. After a bit of back and forth, Corbin hit the end of days for the win. I'm going to give this 6.25 out of 10. Kind of getting bored of this storyline, to be honest, so can we move on ASAP? And to be honest, I just don't think Dominik's ready yet. Maybe send him back down to the Performance Centre for a few months. But anyway, next up we got Roman Reigns versus Adam Pearce. Heyman was walking out the ring steps and fell down twice. Roman came out and hit a Superman punch on Pearce straight away because, you know, Paul Heyman couldn't compete. Very clever. Before Reigns tossed Adam into the LED boards. Someone mysteriously came out and attacked him, and who was it? It was Kevin Owens, despite saying he wasn't there. Owens went for the steel steps, but the officials took them away just as he was about to destroy Roman Reigns, so the show went off the air with Roman lying on the table and Owens standing tall. I'm going to give this 6.75 out of 10. Good match, and pleased Owens got a bit of momentum just a week or so behind the Rumble instead of just totally burying him. This week, SmackDown gets a 6.75 out of 10 from me. It was an okay show, not the best show I've ever seen, not the worst show I've ever seen. I enjoyed some of the stuff. The main event was quality. Some of the matches were good. The obstacle challenge added something different, but there were some still dodgy parts. But overall, I would say it's a fine show. Guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Remember to follow me on Twitter. Link in the description below for daily wrestling news, and subscribe to my channel on the screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.